Hello, awesome people. I hope you're having a great day today. Today we're taking a look at L. Frank Baum's The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, which was published in 1900. It's one of the most popular children's short stories of all time. It created a play in 1902, the famous movie in 39, and that sort of a thing. I picked up this novel. Here's my copy of it for $1 at a used book sale last weekend. As you'll note from my previous novel review, I had gone away for a weekend to State College, Pennsylvania, to visit my aunt and uncle via Amtrak, and I read the previous novel on the Amtrak while I was there. So while I was there on Saturday, they have an annual book sale, and here's the bookmark that I picked up from that book sale. And anyway, as you can see, it's a lot of fun stuff that's happening there. And it's basically, it has like 150,000 books in this big giant on-campus barn in this arena, and agricultural barn, and you go there and you buy your books and so forth. And I picked up 7 books while I was there. And so this is the first of those books that I picked up, The Wizard of Oz, which again I'll link it to you below in the comments below. I'd always wanted to read this. I did not read it when I was a kid, or have it read to me, like the Chronicles of Narnia that I went back and reread as a series recently for you folks. But I'd always wanted to read it, and I saw it there at the book sale, so I said, let's do this. Let's make this happen. I thought that would be a whole lot of fun to have happen. Next, we'll look at one of the other things that I picked up from that book sale, too, at that used book sale. So anyway, this is The Wizard of Oz. Well, actually, it's The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, to be fair. And again, it was published in 1900. This put Baum on the map in a major way. He was kind of influential. He was writing things, plays, and that sort of a thing before this. But this puts him on the map in a major way. There are 13 sequels to this. This was pretty fast. It's only 168 pages long. I knocked it out in 3 hours. So it was a pretty quick read. It wouldn't take that much of your time. It's probably about 50 pages too short. It's very fast paced. Lots of stuff happens. Battles and combats and actions will happen in just like a page or two. You can easily flesh it out and make this another hour long to read. Another 50 pages, and it wouldn't be a surprise to me. This novel and the movie have a lot of similarities, although some of the differences I feel like, having gone back and read the novel, are things that I would have liked to have seen in a movie, like the fighting tree, for example, or the hammerheads. I think it would have been a lot of fun, but it has some different contexts. I'm not going to spoil this, although it's hard to do on something that's this well-read and beloved. Both it and the movie itself. This can be read as a populist standard of its time, as a populist sort of fable. It has a few key populist things in it. For example, one of the key concepts and debates that was happening during the 1890s when this was written was whether or not we should keep the gold standard of our money or move to a silver standard for our money. And basically what that means is that some people wanted our money that was being backed by gold. So if you wanted to exchange $1 worth of a bill, you could get $1 worth of gold. Or moving it to being backed by silver. And this was very contentious and a debate over the time. And take a look at what happens in this novel and in the movie too, right? Our main character has been moved to Oz, right? She's supposed to follow the Yellow Brick Road, which is, obviously yellow would be sort of like a gold standard. That's her goal, her journey. She's going to it. What does she find at the end of it? A con man. Not what she was expecting or what she was looking for. What gets her home? Her slippers, which are made of silver in the book, the silver standard, and which are ruby in the movie. So the movie doesn't have that populist context. They removed that because her slippers are silver in the book, and they get her home very quickly. And again, that's pretty cool to see that. Another example of this is the Tin Woodman. In the novel, he is cursed, and each time he uses his axe, part of him is turned to tin. So this would represent the concern among the populist movement in the 1890s, and that party that was putting a lot of people into power in the offices at that time, and winning a lot of seats as a third party, was when one of their key concerns was workers getting replaced by machines. And as you can see, he's getting turned into a tin. As he's working more and more, all he can do is work because that's what he is. He can't not work, and so he works himself into a big state. Now he's now been replaced by metal. And again, that would be seen as a that fear of that time. So that's sort of where this populist rendering of this story would come from. I thought it would be cool to share with you there. When I was in high school, I read the populist interpretation of this by an author. So this is not my interpretation of this work. I'm not that clever. But I just wanted to share that with you. And 2 key ways that you can read it and so forth, in case you're interested. Anyway, that's pretty cool. This is definitely a fun and key novel rather, that kicks off a big, giant world of wonder and really puts Baum on the map in a major way. And his name remains. I'm giving this an 8 out of 10. It's fun, it's fast, it's easy, and it never takes itself too seriously, so it's a lot of fun. And you can breeze through it in a day, in 3 hours, if you wanted to. So there you are. I'm giving this, once again, an 8 out of 10. Have you read The Wonderful World of Oz by Baum? What did you think of it? Did you agree or disagree with my thoughts in any way or shape or form? Would you like to talk about the populist interpretation of this in the comments? Would you like to talk about some of the spoilers that I keep my review spoiler free? I would be more than happy to engage you with it further in the comments below, whatever your opinion is. If you enjoyed this review, hey, why not hit that subscribe button? There's going to be a lot more of these to follow. Then finally, I want to thank you so much for taking some time out of your day and investing in it and watching my video. We all have so many things in our lives, and we're pulled so many different directions. So the fact that you spent this time with me is incredibly humbling, and I appreciate it. So thanks again, and have an amazing day.